hurts. Okay, we're on. I'm not the most technologically inclined person, but we have people on right now, so that means we're working. Okay, awesome. Hi guys, I am Bella Caracta. I'm on Team Straight Up, and I'm currently in New Jersey, home from college. I go to school in North Carolina at Duke, but I'm super grateful that I have a space to keep training and keep my skills up. So I'm just gonna jump into it. Today we're gonna be doing kicking forms tips for my forms and CMX people, and double nunchucks weapons tricks. So if you're a fighter and you wanna get your form skills up, or if you're a forms person and you really wanna hone your techniques, this is a great workout for you. The first part is for all martial artists who want to get their legs stronger, either in forms or in fighting. But we are going to first warm up. So make sure you have water, and I have breaks for you to get water and to stretch periodically, because I like stretching while I work out. So we're going to just start with 50 jumping jacks and stretching, and then we'll get into the kicking section. All right, ready with me? Let's go. This is perfect for at home. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay, it's going to be a very short warm-up, and we're going to just do some dynamic stretching. So we're going to warm up our arms a little, circles back, and I'll periodically check the comments, but since I'm doing this whole workout with you guys, I might miss a few. Forward. It's going to be about 30 minutes of working, so that's all I ask of you guys. 10. Okay, crosses, here, this way. You're going to also want to stretch our legs out too, so we're going to do our hips. My hips are kind of sore from working out 2 days ago because I was doing kicks, so I really need to stretch these. Circle, other way. Just want to make sure everything's good. Okay, cool. Good. All right, spread your feet apart, and we're just gonna go straight down, cross our arms. Hold it for like 8 to 10. Left. Other side. And we're gonna do quads. Switch. Okay. So the first kicking drill is actually very low impact, and I want to make sure this whole workout is accessible to all levels. So I am going to just mention some upgrades that you can do if you find it to be easy. So I'm going to start at level 1 and give you options to work your way up. I definitely want to tell you to invest in wrist weights or ankle weights, so you can sort of have that resistance, and when you take them off, you'll feel a lot stronger. So I used those 2 days ago, so I'm going to let my hips just rest a little bit. So you're going to go on your side, like so. I hope you can see. Hand up with one leg, with one arm supporting you, and we're going to do concentration round kicks. So here, slow, really tightening that hip up here. Round kicks here in a high chamber, as high as you can. Hold it. We're going to do that 10 times. Go. Starting now. If you hold it and squeeze, you should feel the burn very shortly. For my people, want to make sure you have your toes pointed and engage your whole muscle, your whole leg muscle. Okay. Hips are so important to make sure that they're strong. That way you can keep them up, whether it's in a fight or whether it's doing a more complicated kicking technique in your form. Other side, both sides. So I know there is some debate over training both sides or one side in the point fighting community. And I'm not going to enter that debate, but I do like to train both sides. If you personally have a strong opinion, then you can just do one side. The workout is completely for you to stay active during this very tough and stressful time. So I just want you to get a good workout and maybe some ideas for later. I think I lost count, but all right, we're gonna do that one more time. Okay. It doesn't have to be this high, it can be low, but the higher the chamber, the better. If you turn your hip over a little bit more like you're supposed to, you'll feel it within the hip, and if you'll feel it more engaging in your hip. One more. Other side. Last one for round kicks. I'll check the comments in after this one. Just in case. There's still one left. Good. Okay, we're all good. Okay, so now that we've kind of warmed up our hips, space permitting, we're just gonna do some pump side kicks. I would say at least 5. And again, both legs, either leg, I'm gonna do both legs. So let's do it with me. We're gonna do pump side kicks, about 5. Turn around, do the other side, and there and back 5 times. Okay, 5 times. Ready? Go. Turn. That's 1. 2. You'll notice I have a pretty neutral chamber, so it could be a round kick, it could be a side kick. As long as it hits their head, right? Or their body. I think sometimes people are too much of a headhunter, and sometimes that can be like that. I think one more, right? Good. I like to stretch in the middle and catch my breath, so we're gonna stretch our hips as we catch our breath. Just a little, so you can do the whole workout. Ooh. Good. We're gonna do that one more time. Ready? 5 more. And with me, go. One of my legs is higher than the other, so I'm trying to get both up to par. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, good. Good job, everyone. You can get some water. Hold on, let me. Okay. The next thing is for, I guess, old school CMX, where, sorry, it's hard to talk and do. But, so we're gonna do a kick combo that you kind of saw, not really now, but more stationary kicks in one spot to showcase your leg control. So whichever leg you please, we're gonna just follow along with me. Round kick, round kick. So 2 down there, 2 high or as high as you can go. 1, 2. A side kick down low, so side kick. Chamber up here to do a crescent / axe kick here, and this is where you go as high as you can with a side kick. Okay? I'll face this way. We're gonna do round kick, round kick, round kick, round kick, side kick, crescent kick, and then side kick. Okay? So you can definitely incorporate this in your training routine or even your form. We'll do it 5 times. You can either do one leg or both legs. Ooh, side kick, my bad. Good, I think 1 or 2 more. Good. All right. The next thing we're going to work on is, oh wait, sorry. We're going to grab some water, stretch, and we're going to move to forms. I'm going to just stretch out my legs, and then we're going to do arms. Okay. I have been focusing a lot on school, so this is definitely good for me to get back on the mat, really pushing myself physically, because I've definitely been working mentally. All right. Like I said, if you have wrist weights at home, put them on your wrists. If not, try to invest in them. But free weights or without anything works just as good. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly, I guess, explain the rationale behind each tip that I give, so it kind of resonates better for learning purposes. So lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and so for forms purposes and CMX purposes, we're going to do most of our techniques on line 2 here. Okay, so if you go a little bit higher, a little bit lower, it may feel minor, but the judges can definitely tell. So here versus here or here could be the difference between a whole place. Meaning this is first place, this could be second place or third place. So make sure you're on lines. So we're going to do chop punches going forward, sit-ups, and then we'll come back. And I'll go through the next thing. Ready? We're going to do 15 sit-ups when we finish this. Follow along. Ready? Chop punch, chop punch. And 15 sit-ups. I don't know if you can see me, but just do it along. So the main purpose of these drills is to make sure that your foundation is solid so that it can translate into your form. The next thing we're going to do is chop, undercut, so palms facing up, chop, punch. Ready? Make sure you're staying on line 2 for all of those techniques. Okay, and we're gonna lay down 10 leg lifts. You can put your hands under your butt, or you can put them at your head. At your head will give you a little better workout. Good. Next we're going to do chop, punch, spin around, chop, punch. We're going to do chop, punch, spin around, chop, punch. So I'll just demonstrate. Okay? All the way going down, moving forward a little bit. Oh, fuck. Here. Good. Good. And you can do whatever ab workout you want now. Pick your favorite one and do it. I'm doing 15 atomic sit-ups, like this. But if you have a favorite, by all means. All right, so we're gonna do that set one more time. All 3 of those techniques, one more time. Ready? Chop punches with abs at the end. Go. Make sure, you keep going, I'm gonna talk. Make sure that you set between each chop punch. It may feel slower, but it'll keep you clean, and it'll make sure that you're on line 2. So rather than, I personally like to go set, set. All right? Sit-ups, 15, go. You can definitely do this with a partner too if you have one at home. Chop undercut, chop punch, go. Make sure for your chambers, you're not just placing your hand here. Recently I was reminded by Tim Pettipit, your chambers should be coming all the way back. Watch the difference between one, me placing my chamber there, or 2, making it intentional. Again, same power, but this is an intentional chamber. Ready? Okay? Make sure you practice having good chambers. All right, chop punch, under chop punch. You did while I was talking. And 15 leg lifts, go. Almost there. Okay. All right, chop punch, spin around, chop punch. Last one. Ready? Go. Keep going. What I want to point out is my landing. It's not, look at my feet. It's not spin around, 1, 2. It's at the same time. It's spin around, my feet glide, and they go to my front stance. Watch. Do you see that? I'll do it again. Here, glide. Same time they shoot out. Rather than step stepping, which is really slow. All right, here's what I don't want you to do. Okay, what I want you to get to is this. Landing and punching at the same time. All right, let's do a few more of those, and then we're gonna end with your favorite ab workout for 15 reps. Ready, go. Okay. So that was I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the quick version of line drills. And you can obviously do that for more times when you're home and we have more time. And you could do them with different types. Next, we're gonna do chucks. So everyone who has a pair of chucks, pull them out. If you have a phone or a watch, go grab that too. You're gonna need that. If you don't, definitely stay on and just watch for inspiration when you do get your hands on a pair of chucks. Because I know some of our stuff is at the karate school. All right, so we're just gonna warm up. Everyone has their stuff. And like I said, we're gonna use our watch later because we're gonna have a little self-competition and then one against me. All right, just spinning. It's a very short warm-up. Backwards. Stop. Forwards. Good. Circle backwards, but move your arms coming up. Just warm that up. Okay. All right, so I'm not, because I can't see you guys, I don't know what level everybody's at. So what I'm gonna do for this workout today is show you a technique and also give you one upgrade so that you can sort of place yourself in whatever level you're at. So it's still challenging for you, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna briefly teach how to do a hand roll / wrist roll, and then we're gonna time ourselves to see how fast and how many we can do. All right, so you're gonna have your hand out here, inverted, over your hand. This is how I teach everybody. Open it, catch the other side, and you're at the negative position. Come back the same way. This way here, open and catch. All right, so at all times the chuck is still touching your hand. This is here, 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm gonna get a timer out, and if you're just learning how to do the wrist rolls or the hand rolls, don't worry about timing and just sort of get used to the chuck on your hand. If not, I'm gonna time us for 30 seconds. If you have your own watch, then use that and see how many you can do with your dominant hand, all right? This wrist roll. Ready? Go. That counts as 1. There and back is 1. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. 13, 14, time. Okay, I got 17. So make sure you remember in your head. Next, we're gonna do the opposite hand. Because unlike sparring where there's a debate on whether you can do both or one, for weapons you need to be able to do both. All right, ready? Go. I'm a lefty, so this is not my dominant hand. Also, if you use your elbow a little bit to gain momentum by flipping it a bit, you will make it a little bit easier. Sorry, it's on my other hand. 5 more seconds. And I definitely was not able to count and talk at the same time, so my apologies. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set the timer again. Last time, we're gonna try to beat our number before. Each time we're trying to improve and get faster, all right? All right, ready? Start your timers, because this is a competition between yourself. And go. Ooh, I'm gonna beat my time for sure. 30, 40, 50, ooh. All right, stop. I got 21, so if you beat me, good job. Ready? Other hand, reset your clocks, and go. The next thing we're gonna do is, I'm obviously not counting, I'm just doing it with you guys, but we're gonna learn 3 different tosses and manipulations so you can take home, you can practice yourself, and you can go back to this video and watch me break it down. Okay? And so, if you can already do the first component of one of the 3 manipulations or tosses, then I'll add an upgrade so it's still a good workout for you. Alright, so that was our little competition to yourself. Go home and each time try to beat it with a different wrist roll. You can do figure 8s, you can do up, down, you can do here. I think that on the NASCA circuit, there is not enough wrist rolls or hand rolls happening, and I think that they increase the difficulty and they make everything look cooler. So definitely practice that. The next thing we're gonna work on is chasing figure 8s. So there's a possibility that you guys already know this, but I'm gonna break it down. So it looks like this fast, and I'll slow it down for camera purposes. Here, here. So your hands are literally chasing each other, and it goes right over left, switch, left over right. And you just do that. Left over right, right over left. Here, and when they cross, you circle and let one circle go and bring the momentum back around. 1. Ready? Here, circle, switch. Here, circle, switch. Okay? So you can start with them big if that's easier, and then you get smaller as you go. So let's just a nice little arm workout and do that for 15 seconds. Go as fast as you can. For the people that can go fast, go as fast as you can. For people who are just learning this, I'll break it down with you for the next 15. Here, circle, circle. Okay? And when you get faster, keep your core tight and less like this with no body control and more here. Okay. For people who are going at 100 miles an hour right now, let's add a toss, okay? Here, and when your dominant hand is at the bottom, so for me, that's my left hand. When my dominant hand is at the bottom, that's when I flick my wrist and I toss it up in front of me. And so what I like to tell my students is that there's a box, right? And you kind of want to stay within that box for the most part. Here, and you want your tosses to stay in that general area. Higher is too hard and you're waiting for it to fall down. Lower is obviously hard to catch. So this is a sweet spot. Right in front of you, right where your eyes can see it. And it goes right, it's a sort of a, your hand and your chuck meets it at the same time. So for this move, we're gonna go under and catch. So at the bottom, that's where you toss it. Here. Okay, let's do it 5 times. And again, this is the abridged, that's the word I was looking for. This is the abridged version. So I definitely encourage you to come back to this video, break it down second by second, and get that toss. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next manipulation. The next thing is gonna be finger roll. And so this is sort of like a staple in any chuck person's repertoire. But it is hard to master when you're just beginning. So a finger roll fast looks like this, okay? Here, like, I hope you can see, yeah. So here, right? Obviously your finger's up and the chuck is spinning around. So you start with it here, kind of like a loose grip. Circle it down and in towards your body and up. And at that up point is when you stick your finger up and you let the momentum of the chuck take you. Ready? Up, okay? I'm trying to do it as slow as possible. And here. And the trick with this is to use your pointer and your thumb finger to flick. Not your whole hand, just your pointer and your thumb, and you let it come around one time. Okay? For people who can already do a thumb roll, or a finger roll, let's do finger roll toss. Watch me. Fast, it looks like this. Okay? And so I'll break it down. Finger roll, you didn't see that, it's out of frame. Finger roll, you catch it at the inverted, and this is what I want. Here, and you let go and you toss it. Ready? Here, oh, sorry, try to do it too slow. And toss. It's that finger thumb twist where you really get it. So let's try whatever level you're at, just try to do the finger roll or do the finger roll toss. 5 times. While you do that, I'm gonna talk, you keep practicing, but whenever you toss, you should always, personally, I always spot where I'm trying to catch. So I see it spinning, and I intentionally go grab it rather than it falling into my hand, because I like to have control of when I can catch it. My hand goes to the chuck, all right? So I think a lot of people sort of let it fall into their hand rather than grabbing it and getting it where they want to catch it. All right, so let's do a few more of these. Finger roll here, or just finger roll. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to finish with is not a toss, but a manipulation, I guess you could say. And so I think it's kind of hard to, sometimes to think outside of the box, and so this is just one of those examples that you can add into your form. If you feel it becoming a little too striky, because we want to make it creative, right? It's CMX. So here's just one manipulation I like. So go into a front stance, and this will be the last move. So we're gonna grab under here. You're gonna circle, grab. All right, just do that 3 times. Circle, grab. 2, 3, okay? Next, you're gonna untwist your arms and do a block up here. So it's gonna look circle, grab, block. Big, see how big, it's not like this, it's here, all right? Okay, untwist, your hands aren't moving at all, clean lines, all right? The next thing, here, and so this is where it gets a little complicated. I'll show what it looks like fast. 1, 2, 3. So there's a little roll here. So you this part that's down here towards your body, circle the chuck down with an open hand. Then this hand comes in towards your body, and this is where it gets a little complicated to explain, but the circle, the chuck follows the hand, all right? Hand, chuck, one more time, and here. And when you go faster, the chuck will get air time. Here, in, all right? So let's just do that part. So from up here, let go, circle it down. I might be too fast, so. Okay, in towards your body, and then up, all right? Let's do the whole thing together, piece by piece, put it together. So, front stance, circle, catch, block, still in that front stand. This is where we switch and shift our hips, down. And this is where we circle up, keeping our feet planted, up, sorry that's bad, up, and we shift with a ridge hand. All right, let's just practice that two or three times. 1, 2, circle down, circle up, and strike. All right, 1, 2, circle down. That's essentially half a spin down, and this is 1, 2, 2 circles up. So between 1 and 2 circles up. All right, let's do it fast. I'll do it fast 2 times. Make sure your lines are crisp. Also, I'm looking at the camera, but wherever you're striking, that's where your head should be. So for example, I'm pretending you guys aren't there. See how my head follows where I'm striking? Because realistically, you're striking a target. You're not looking at the judges. All right, so those are the manipulations and tosses I have for you today. 1 second. And that's the workout that I have. I hope you had a good time doing kicking, forms, and double nunchucks. I hope you guys are staying active and training in any way you can. I know everyone's trying to make the best of a bad situation. So if you can move your furniture around and give you space, if you have a plot of land and it's a nice day out, definitely go out and keep your muscles going and just fill the time in these seemingly endless days. But other than that, I am available for private lessons if you want more in-depth training than this quick 30-minute version. And I hope that everyone's safe and healthy, and I hope you had a good time. Bye, guys.